그 파이어족이라고
알죠. 네.
요즘 2030 세대에 정말 핫하거든요. 정말 20대 때 아끼고 아껴서 30대 후반 아무리 늦어도 40대 초반에는 은퇴하고 나의 삶을 살겠다. 그게 파이어족인데 저는 좀 이해가 돼요. 제가 지금 30대 초반이긴 하지만
네.
진짜 열심히 해서 빨리 은퇴해서 여행 다니고 다른 거 한번 해보겠다라는 마음이 있거든요.
아니, 저는 너무 늦었는데 하고 싶어요.
파이어족이요?
아니 근데 김 박사님도 한 거 아니
아까 40대
지은님도 하신 거
초반이랬어요.
아니에요?
아무리 늦어도
40대
40대
초반이에요.
초반.
그러니까 좀
파이어족.
늦었는데 젊은이들이 그렇게 생각하는 게 저는 저는 나쁘지도
이해가 되죠.
않고 굉장히 이해가 가고 나도 그랬으면 좋겠다는 생각 되게 많이 들거든요. 그러니까 지금 이렇게 막 뭐랄까요, 그러니까 정말 쏟아 부어서 지금 큰 돈을 만들어야 된다라는 생각들을 많이 하는 거 아니에요. 그러니까 뭐 영끌이라는 얘기가 나오고 뭐 빚을 끌어다가서 뭐 대출 받아서 뭘 사든 아니면 투자를 하든 하는 건데
영끌 기투를 왜 하는가를 생각해야 되는데 그걸 다 덮어놓고 그거 하지 말라고 한단 말이에요. 왜 하는지 보세요. 2008년, 2009년 이후에 한 10여 년 동안 전 세계가 금융위기에 대한 대응을 했잖아요. 대응이 뭐냐면 돈을 푸는 거였어요. 돈을 많이 풀었죠. 예, 미국도 풀고 또 유럽도 풀고 일본도 풀고 한국도 많이 풀었단 말이에요. 금리가 낮아졌고. 그러면 이렇게 많이 풀린 돈 유동성은 결국 누구한테 유리하냐면 돈을 많이 갖고 있는 투자를 할 수 있는. 왜냐하면 돈이 많아졌다는 건 돈 가치가 떨어지는 거고 이 상대 쪽에 있는 돈으로 사야 되는 자산의 가격은 올라가는 거잖아요. 그죠? 그게 자산 인플레이션인데 그러니까 한 10년 동안 엄청난 양극화가 진행이 됐죠. 제가 B2 영끌이 맞다라는 게 아니라 그런 맥락을 이해하고 이 사람들이 잘 투자할 수 있도록 어떤 사회적인 분위기도 만들고 기성세대들이 해줘야 되는데 요즘은 왜
근데 이게 한국만 있는 건 아니거든요. 미국에서도 되게 많이 투자해요. 젊은 애들이 이제 수수료가 없는 로빈훗 앱을 통해서 주식 거래를 하고 그래서 이제 로빈훗족이라고 로빈훗 계정을 가지고 있는 사람들이 30%가 오래 만든 사람들이고 평균 연령이 30살인가 그렇대요. 그러니까 진짜 젊은 사람들이 미국에서도 그렇게 투자를 많이 했다는 거죠.
투자, 경제 변화에 대해서 얘기를 나눠봤는데 이제 외국의 시각도 궁금하고 새로운 얘기를 들어보려고 저희가 커넥트 하려고 또 모신 분이 있잖아요. 직접 동아님이 소개해 주시면.
굉장히 전설적인 투자자죠. 짐 로저스 씨를 오늘 연결을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 짐 오랜만입니다.
Yes, it has been. Hello.
Today you look great. 어때요? 거기 현재 그 코로나19, 코비드 19 상황은 어떤지 먼저 좀 말씀해 주시죠.
Well, you know, Singapore was locked down almost completely. It started opening up. We can go out now. We can go to shops. We can go to restaurants. There's still some restrictions, but it's better than it was.
최근에 한국에 투자하는 외국인들이 굉장히 많아졌다는 기사가 쏟아지고 있는데요. 그 몰리는 이유에 대해서 뭐라고 생각하시는지.
Well, there's a rise in many markets around the world because there's so much money now. The central bank in the U.S. is printing a huge amount of money, and Washington is spending huge amounts of money. But it's happening everywhere. London, Berlin, Tokyo, Beijing, everywhere. They're printing a lot of money and spending a lot of money. So there's all this money sloshing around the world. It has to go somewhere. It takes a long time to build a factory, but we can go online and invest in the Seoul stock market instantly. So it's happening not just in Seoul, it's happening everywhere.
로저스 씨는 어떻습니까? 로저스 씨 한국에 투자를 한 걸로 알고 있는데 최근에 한국 투자를 좀 늘리셨는지요?
I don't think I've increased it recently, but I am looking at increasing it because I probably do want to invest more in Korea. And by the way, I will say, TVM, once you open the 38th parallel, I want to put a lot of money into Korea. So please, open the 38th parallel. Once you open the 38th parallel, Hanban-do is going to be the most exciting place in the world.
What elements of North Korea really attract you most?
Korea has not been on the world tourism map ever in history for many reasons, ever. But once you open the 38th parallel, many people are going to want to come to Hanbado to see, what is this? What was here? People start looking around, they will see, my goodness, this is a great country. So in North Korea, anything you can do, you will be able to make a lot of money. Now, I cannot invest in North Korea now, it's illegal. But once I can invest in Hanbando, there will be many, many opportunities.
화제를 조금 바꿔보겠습니다. 우리 한국의 2020년에 이 주식시장에 굉장히 큰 변화가 있었어요. 그러니까 젊은 사람들을 비롯해서 굉장히 많은 개인 투자자들이 한국 주식시장에 유입이 됐는데요. 그래서 우리가 그거를 동학개미 운동이라는 표현을 쓰기도 합니다. 최근에 다른 인터뷰에서 제가 봤는데 좀 걱정된다라는 의견을 주셨던 것 같아요. 이 한국의 개인 투자자들의 붐 현상에 대해서 어떻게 보고 계시는지요?
And it always happens. After markets have been going up for a while, a lot of new and inexperienced investors come pouring in. A lot of new money comes in. And it's always at the end of the market. I mean, it goes on for a while, but that's the end. It's always been the end. And it will be the end this time as well. The United States stock market is near all-time highs. Many markets, it's happening in Korea, Japan, everywhere. It's happening many places. Throughout history, it has been a sign that we're coming to the end. I didn't say it's the end now. It's just a sign that we're coming to the end. I am not selling out. I'm not selling short, not yet. But I know, be ready, because this means we're coming to the end.
걱정한다는 얘기를 언급하셨는데 한국의 그 동학 개미들에게 조언을 해주신다면 어떤 얘기를 해주실 수 있을까요?
Well, first of all, they won't listen. But what I would say to them is be very, very careful. The market has been going up for a long time. It's up a lot. It's been making highs for a while. And it's going to end before long. Do not invest unless you know what you're doing, and only invest in things that you yourself know a lot about. And they will say, you know what they will say? No, this time it's different. This time it's different. They will say, it is different this time. You do not understand. I do understand, and I know it's not different this time, but that's what they will say. They will not listen to me. They will not listen to you. They will say it's different this time. Be worried.
짐노시 얘기를 이렇게 듣다 보면 곧 버블이 붕괴될 가능성이 있다. 주식시장이 큰 폭으로 우리나라뿐만 아니라 미국 시장 더 버블이라고 보시는 것 같은데 두 가지 질문 드릴게요. 하나는 그러면 그 시기가 어느 때쯤일까라는 질문 하나 하고요. 두 번째는 그걸 미리 알아야 되는데 어떤 사인, 어떤 징후가 나타나면 아, 버블 붕괴다. 그러니까 빨리 피해야 되냐. 그 두 가지 질문을 먼저 드리겠습니다.
I don't know. I can see the signs that it's coming to an end, but it's probably not there yet. When Mr. Biden goes into office, if he does, he's going to print a lot of money. All the people with him love to print money. They love to spend money. It's happening all over the world. So things, it looks like, will go on for a while. Markets are making all-time highs. Some parts of the United States market and other markets are in a bubble. Apple, Amazon, Google, these stocks never go down. They go up every day. Tencent, Alibaba. So in my view, the market will continue to develop for a while, but sometime in the next year or two, it's going to come to an end.
그런데 예전에는 다른 자산을 투자할 게 있었거든요. 예를 들면 예금, 채권 이런 거 5%, 10% 했기 때문에 거기에 투자해도 우리가 안정적으로 수익을 낼 수 있었는데 지금은 금리가 없어요. 그렇기 때문에 지금은 조금 다르게 봐야 되냐. 제가 그런 얘기 하네요. 이번엔 다르다라고. 이번엔 환경이 있는 것도 사실이잖아요. 그러니까 조금 더 길게 갈 거다라는 그 생각은 어떻게 생각하시는지요? 그 생각은.
See, you said it. This time it's different. Now I know. Now I know. As I look around the world at asset classes, bonds are a bubble. Bond interest rates are the lowest they've ever been, as you correctly and insightfully point out. If you look at stocks, in many countries, stocks are making all-time highs. I mentioned some, Russia, China, Japan, where they're not. Property. Oh, property in Seoul? You know what's happened to property in Seoul, but other cities as well. New York, London, many places in the world, property is in a bubble. There's no question about that. As I look around the world, the only asset class which is cheap is commodities, but I mean, most people are afraid of commodities. They don't know anything about them, and I would not suggest you invest in commodities unless you know what you're doing.
최근에 정말 아무것도 모르는 20대 친구들이 이제 붐이 일면서 갑자기 이 투자에 뛰어드는 경우가 정말 많았거든요. 제 주변에도 제 친구들이 아무것도 안 하던 친구들이 갑자기 뭐가 좋아? 어느 곳에 투자를 하면 좋을까? 이런 것들을 서로 얘기를 하더라고요. 20, 30대 친구들이 시작을 할 때 이것만큼은 좀 공부하고 시작했으면 좋겠다 하는 거 있을까요?
I will tell them you should invest only in what you yourself know a lot about. First of all, they won't listen, but second, every one of them knows a lot about something, whether it's fashion or cars or something. They know a lot about something. They go on the internet every day and they read about fashion or they read about cars. Stay with what you know. If you want to be successful, you must stay with what you know and don't listen to hot tips. Everybody wants a hot tip. Everybody wants to be rich this week. Just give me one hot tip, just one hot tip. Hot tips are very dangerous. If you want, it is boring, but if you want to be rich, if you want to be successful, you stay with what you know, only with what you know, and when you see something that is happening that you know is going to succeed, then you invest. I mean, it's that easy. It's also that hard.
Well, you have daughters who are Blackpink fans, as I know. Do they also invest in the stock market?
No, if they ever come to me and say, oh, teach us about investing, then I will. I have learned in life that, especially with children, if you try to teach them something they don't care about or they're not interested in, they don't learn very well and it doesn't work. But if they come to you and say, oh, tell me about K-drama, tell me about Blackpink, and if they're interested, then they will learn more and they will know more. One of my daughters has pictures of Blackpink all over her wall. I didn't know who Blackpink was, but she did. So if it's something that they are interested in, then I will teach them. But not until, I'm not going to say you must until they're ready. No.
Well, in that case, are you going to make them pay you?
No, I will try to teach my daughters to be successful investors when they're ready, only when they're ready.
자, 화제를 좀 바꿔볼게요. 어쨌든 2020년은 이 코로나19가 전 세계를 굉장히 많이 바꿨는데요. 이 코로나19 이후에 혹은 2021년도에 이걸로 인해서 우리가 투자해야 될 때는 어디입니까?
Very, very insightful of you. I told you to watch TVN. Yes, in Korea you have a word. The Chinese word is weiji. The Japanese word is kiki. All three of you have a word which means opportunity and disaster are the same thing. Airlines, travel, tourism, restaurants, anything to do with travel and tourism is a disaster, but also might be an opportunity. We are not going to take the boat to New York. We're not going to take the boat to London. Someday we're going to fly to London again. So there might be opportunities in airlines. There might be opportunities in restaurants, hotels. I bought Chinese wine companies recently. People stopped going out. People stopped going to restaurants. People stopped going to bars. So there may be opportunities from the disaster. So that is a place that I am looking for investments.
원래 짐 로저스 씨는 원자재 투자에 굉장히 재능이셨고 거기서 굉장히 큰 성공과 또 말씀하신 실패를 하셨는데 원자재 시장의 가장 큰 투자처가 원유 오일이잖아요. 거기에 투자하는 것보다 오히려 그 환경을 잘 이렇게 개선할 수 있는 리뉴어블 에너지, 신재생 에너지 이런 기업들에 투자하는 거가 더 좋다 이렇게 생각하지는 않으세요?
Green energy, renewable energy, call it what you will. Yes, of course, it has a great future. We all want it because then we don't have to worry about oil or pollution or other things. If you can find well-managed renewable energy companies, you will probably make a lot of money. Part of the problem, though, is many of them have to live on subsidies. They are not efficient, economically efficient on their own. They only survive because of subsidies from governments or taxpayers, from you and me. And in the end, I have learned that it's the ones who don't have to live on subsidies, I mean, any industry, those are the ones where you make the most money. So if you know some renewable energy companies that are economically efficient and economically competitive, I suggest you do your research and you probably invest. And then you send me an email, okay? I'll look at it too.
Get your game face on. Don't blink 'cause this won't take long.
What was your most successful investment for your entire career?
Well, so far, my daughters. I never wanted to have children. I thought children were a terrible waste of time, money. I felt so sorry for my friends who had children. Oh, you ruined your life. Ruined your life. So I didn't have children. I was wrong. I was completely 100% wrong. So my daughters are my very best investment so far. If there's anybody watching this who has not had children, and you're old enough, I urge you to have children. It will be fabulous. I know in Korea you need children. Korea needs children.
저 생각지도 못한 답변을 들은 것 같은데 진짜 놀라운데요. 반대로 혹시 실패한 경험에 대해서도 얘기해 주실 수 있을까요?
Oh, I've had many. You want to hear about my first wife? Oh, gosh. What a mistake that was, you know? In 1979 or 80, I could look it up, I sold short oil. Oil had been skyrocketing for 10 years, went from $3 to $40. Selling short is something you do when you think something is going to go down. I sold oil short on a Friday, and over that weekend, Iran and Iraq went to war. Well, Iran and Iraq are two of the largest oil nations in the world. If they went to war, the price of oil went straight up. Well, I was short oil. Remember, when you sell short, you think it's going to go down. And if it goes up, you start losing money, and a lot of money. Oh,
투자 실패했을 경우에서 배운 어떤 경험 같은 것들은 또 뭐가 있을까요?
thinking I was a genius, thought I was a genius, to losing everything. This all happened in 9 months. You could say, well, they went to war. What bad luck. No. Somebody knew they were going to war. Two major countries don't just wake up one morning and go to war. They have to move armies, they move tanks, they're getting ready. I didn't do enough work, didn't do enough research, so I lost money. When I was a professor, I used to tell students, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to lose money if you learn from it. But if you're going to make mistakes, try to make your mistakes when you're 28, not when you're 58, and then learn.
Wasn't it scary for you to start again after losing everything?
It was not fun, but I didn't have any choice. I wasn't an engineer or something, so all I could do was go to work every day and try to start over, which is what I did. The people who succeed are the people who never give up, who keep trying, who persevere.